Hey everybody, welcome to Lessons with Troy. I'm Troy Brenningmeyer. Well, today's lesson I'm going to be showing you another lap steel bender chord chart that I made, but this one is for this specific tuning that I call a hybrid tuning, but more specifically, it's actually like a G major 9 tuning. It's a GBD on your 6, 5, and 4 strings, right? That's just like dobro, right? GBD, and then F sharp AD on your 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So that's like open D. Actually, strings 4 through 1's just like open D, but you're changing these two strings here, your 6th string and your 5th string. You're bringing that D on your 6th string all the way up to a G, just like you would in on a dobro, right? In open G tuning. That's what that sounds like. This 5th string, you're bringing that A up to a B. Now, I learned about this tuning from Luke Cyrus Goetze, and he has a lot of videos on YouTube where he's playing the Duesenberg with the benders and other lap steels as well. But this tuning, I had to ask him what tuning he was in, and he told me this one, and I wanted to make a chart because you get all these great chords out of it. You get major 9 chords, major 7th chords, add 9 chords, lots of great minor chords, B minor, regular minor chords, and minor 7th chords, as well as just your regular D, your major chords like you would in open D on strings 4 through 1. So if this is the first time you've seen one of my bender chord charts, let me quickly explain it. Basically, you follow it, follow the column down, follow the red lines down, and you choose whatever fret you want. Say you want 5th fret, follow that fret all the way down, and those red vertical lines, as you follow them down, will tell you what chord you will be playing if you're doing this with these, either pushing down certain benders or not pushing down benders, but it'll tell you in this column what to do and also what strings to play to give you these chords for whatever fret you're on. And up here it talks about what the benders are doing, same as in regular open D, where that 2nd string bender is bending your A up to a B, this one, right? And your 3rd string bender's bending that F sharp a half step up to a G. So this. Now, as far as tuning goes, let's run through that real quick, because I'm actually not tempering my B string, my 5th string, right? When I'm playing that in tune with the tuner, because I might want to be playing some minor chords and things where it'd throw it off if I had it tempered to the major. So I'm just tuning everything straight up with the tuner. So we got G, sounds like that, 6th string, 5th string, B as in boy, 4th string D as in dog. Remember GBD, just like your dobro tuning, and then this F sharp AD. So F sharp on my 3rd string, A on my 2nd string, and then D on my 1st string. F sharp A, D, G, B, D, F sharp A, D. Okay, let's go through what all these different chords we can get. Okay, first off, just real simply, no benders, and you're going to play strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. That'll give us the notes D, F sharp A, and D. That gives us a D chord. And then as you go up different frets, this tells you what each fret, what chord that would be. Keeping in mind, in between our natural notes, like in between D and E, it says D sharp and then E flat. It's either a D sharp if you move D up a half step, or E flat if you move E back a half step. So that's what these sharps and flat ones mean. So that's just playing strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then if you push both benders down, that's going to give you your 4 chord in the key of in your open position, right? So for example, in open, you got a D, right? That's a D chord. Push both benders down, and that's going to be just a G chord. what those benders will do then is that F sharp comes up to a G, A comes up to a B, so you got G, B, D, G, B, D, just like a dobro tuning if you push both benders down. And I've had questions from people before asking, can you just play just the whole time kind of holding these benders down? You wouldn't really, I don't really, I guess you could, but I really just use them more for effect, you know, to give that pedal steel and to hold them down the whole time, right? I didn't do this before, but check out the sound of this tuning, just how that major 9 tuning sounds before we move on to the other chords. And that's what this row is, playing no benders and then string 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That gives you all your major 9 chords. Major 9 meaning you have a major triad, right? You add an F sharp, that's going to be your major 7th. Okay, so root 3rd, 5th, F sharp's your major 7th, and when you add A on there, that's actually going to be the 9th of the key of G. And that's the thing with this tuning that's really cool is you totally get away from, I won't say totally, but it's much more of a G kind of tuning. Like you get all these neat G chords, G major 9, G major 7th, G add 9. And so just playing it open like that, G major 9, that major 7th when they added 9. So nice, real sophisticated kind of chord sound. Very pretty. And keep in mind when you push those benders, both the benders down, it gives you that just a G triad, GBD, GBD. So sometimes you might want to just maybe push the 3rd bender down. Right, that would give you a G chord, and you can do different effects. To just kind of roll off the benders. You know, a lot of times I'm not just pushing both benders down at the same time. Sometimes when I see Luke play, Luke Cyrus Goetze, he'll kind of push them both down, you know, to grab that. Like that. So definitely you can do that. Okay, so let's keep moving on. So we got that major 9 there, just playing every string without using the benders. Okay. And then if we keep going down and we just push the 2nd string bender down, that's going to give us a G major 7th chord. So it turns that A, it bends that A, that 2nd string, it bends that up to the note B, B as in boy. That gives us G, B, D, F sharp, B, D. So it takes that 9th and turns it to the 3rd of the chord. And then a major 7th is just a G major triad, GBD, with the added 7th on there, major 7th. And then once again we repeat the B and then the D notes. So that's what this row would be. All of our major 7th chords, just with that 2nd string bender down. I'm just playing here on my 12th fret. But you can move it around. Okay, so moving down to this row then, just pushing the 3rd string bender down gives us an interesting chord because it's going to bring that F sharp up to a G, right? It's going to give us G, B, D, G, A, D, right? Like this. So it's a major triad, right? We lose the 7th there, G, B, D, G. So that's root, 3rd, 5th, root. And then we get that A note in there. So I'm calling it an add 9 chord. But it has a 2 or 9, you know, you're adding the second or the ninth, however you want to think about that. But that kind of sound. Really cool sound, that add 9 sound. And then you can bend the A up to the B then if you wanted to resolve it. So as I think about this tuning, this G major 9 tuning or hybrid tuning, that's what I kind of call it because it's a hybrid of open G and open D. It really gives you a lot of G options, right? So let's keep going down, and you do have some options for minor chords, B minor chords, because with no benders, right, we get the notes B, D, F sharp, A, D. That's going to be B, D, F sharp is a B minor triad. Because normally for a B major triad, you have a D sharp in there. So that's B, D, F sharp is a B minor triad. And then A is actually the flatted 7th, turning that into a B minor 7th chord. If you just think about that, your root note being B, basically, instead of G, right? Root note being that B note. So these are all your minor 7ths, and I'm just thinking of that. See how you're playing strings 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that gives you all those chords. And then the last one is just a straight up B minor triad, and that's pushing down on your second string bender and bringing that A up to a B. So say if you just needed just a straight B minor or a straight minor triad. I keep saying B because I'm just thinking open, you know. But a minor triad, just raise that A up to a B, and that gives you the notes B, D, F sharp, root minor 3rd, 5th, root minor 3rd. So lots of neat options with this. Now, I didn't say at the beginning, but this chart is available on my new site, lwtstreaming.com. And, you know, lots of other lessons there, but hopefully this kind of opens up some cool sounds for you for that G major 9 tuning. So I got to work on it myself, learn some songs and some neat licks. But hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the site for a bunch of other videos that I do. Okay, guys, we'll see you on the next lesson. Thanks, everybody. Bye.